Something that I find intriguing is that there are 195 countries that make up our world. And each country is made up of unique and beautifully diverse groups of people that share culture, tradition, values. And I think that's reflected, right, in the type of music that we are presented with and that we have access to today. I think that's why there's well over 1,300 genres of music. And I think that's the captivating thing about music, is that music is universal. It breaks and surpasses all barriers, including language barriers. And I always say that you do not have to speak the same language to understand the message that a song is trying to convey. I think another thing that I love about music is that how it's composed, right, of different instruments that alone may very well be overlooked. But when you slowly begin to overlay and blend certain sounds, each instrument creates it morphs into something beautiful that evokes certain emotions and thoughts. It triggers creativity, and that's amazing, right? The thing about songs is that they express love, they express our hopes and our dreams, but they can also reveal our darkest thoughts, our biggest fears. There is no limit to music. Personally, music for me was an escape. It played a big role growing up in my mental health. And at first, it became a way to sort of make me forget and sort of numb, right, the pain that I was going through at the time. I would go for hours on end and get lost in the music. And I think through music, that's how I came across, because I would go on YouTube and I would go through the comment section, and I came across a community of people that were going through the same thing that I was going through. And though I felt alone, very alone at that time, it made me feel understood. And that's why I always say it's amazing what music can do, the emotions that they evoke. Sometimes I would listen to a song when I would want to feel happy. And I always say that, like, some songs would make me feel nostalgic, some would make me feel like I had hope, right, for a better future. And that's the beauty about music. It's so diverse and complex. And I said earlier that music was an escape, but I think eventually it became an outlet, right? Looking back now, I guess it was always an outlet. Because when I was small and I felt frustrated, I would break out into song and with random lyrics, just singing, right, about what I was feeling and I was going through. And I guess that was my sort of way of letting it out. And I think that's something that music taught me, right, is that it's better to let go and be free, just put it out there, than to hold it in. It's not healthy to hold stuff in. And when I was small, like I said, I would just burst onto song. But I think now as an adult, what I find most helpful is I channel my emotions into lyrics. I guess it could be considered poetry as well, but mostly lyrics, right? I begin to write lyrics of what I'm feeling in that moment. And it's been a very therapeutic thing for me. I always say that I lost myself, but through music, I was able to find a piece of myself. And I think that's something that I want everyone to experience. So as I conclude, I want to encourage you to take the time and allow yourself to get lost in the music. Discover what it can do for you. Allow yourself to revel in the emotions that it evokes in you. Allow yourself to revel in everything that it evokes in you, whether it be emotions, creativity, pain, whatever it is. Just allow yourself to feel.